everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Trevor Siemian's Broncos going up against Cutler's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Throwing on first down. Moore. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Moore. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ajayi, 27 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
First down at Siemian. He goes underneath for Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Siemian. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
No, especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. Moore now, throwing again. And Stills over the middle. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 42 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. This is Ajayi. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season. 2
of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Moore throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here we go.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Simeon on third down. And caught right side, Green. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first.
Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And a short gain here down to the 22. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now.
Now Moore on third down. And that is incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Moore operating from the gun. And it's caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with a J. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Simeon now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Simeon going underneath for Charles. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Here's Simeon. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Green's got it over the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a first down throw, Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They are going to go with Simeon. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, Detroit, here we go.
To the air again, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andre Branch in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Simeon. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Ojai hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Operating from the gun. Moore. It's complete. Stills. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10. Moore. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Stills the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Moore now, throwing on 3rd and long. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now Moore. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Simeon on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it, and now...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They run again with a J. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jaycazzz taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen.